Good morning, ladies and gentlemen and boys and girls. It's Isobel here from Cowdenbeath Library in my kitchen again, and today I'm going to do a very simple lemon drizzle cake. It is quite a long recipe and seems quite involved, but it's not. So if you have your pen and paper ready, that would be great. Now the first thing we're going to start with is 200 grams of self-raising flour. I've sifted that already into a bowl. And what I've put in with that is 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. They're already sifted in there. Now in here, the wet ingredients, what I've already got in here is 4 large eggs, 110 grams of caster sugar, 200 grams of sunflower oil. You don't use butter or margarine here, you use the sunflower or vegetable oil instead. What else I've got? That's all that's in there at the moment, okay? So what I've done is I've just mixed the wet ingredients and the sugar together, okay? And given that a wee blast. In there as well as my vanilla extract. There's a teaspoon of vanilla extract in there, and it's just been mixed together. So that's it mixed together. So the next thing I do is pop in my zest from 2 lemons. Did I say lemons? Anyway, if I didn't say lemon, being a lemon drizzle cake, you're going to need 2 small lemons. This is 1 large one, and if you're grating the zest, you need to use the small thin grater, okay? And it just makes very fine gratings, okay? But this is a large one. Make sure you wash your lemons first, because they all come waxed these days to prolong their life, so it's better if they've had a good wash, okay? So I'm using 1 large one instead of 2 small ones. So that goes into the wet ingredients as well. I'll just give that a wee mix in as well. You're literally giving this about a minute, doing it by hand, or even less than that if you're doing it in a stand mixer like I'm doing. Now what I'm going to do now is add in the flour and the baking powder here, okay? Straight in and give it a good mix. Really, you just want it all mixed together. You don't want it beaten to death, okay? Now what I have done is I've lined a 2-pound loaf tin. Now what you could do with this is butter it and flour it, but I always find it, I'm a lazy sod, so I just line them. It also makes it easier to take the cake back out the tin, because you just lift these extra bits and pull. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the mixture into the tin. And that's it mixed, and as you can see, it's quite soft and runny, really. That's how you want it. So what I'm going to do is just pop all that into the tin. Make sure you scrape it all out. There we go, that's it all in. Now what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to put in a preheated oven. Now the oven temperatures are 170 degrees centigrade for a non-fan assist. Mine's a fan assist, so I've put mine at 160 degrees. There's 340 degrees Fahrenheit for gas, or Fahrenheit rather, and gas mark 4, okay? So I'm just going to pop that into the oven. Now it'll be there for about 50 minutes until you put a skewer in the middle and pull it out, and it should come out clean. When you take your cake out of the oven, just to check that it's ready, you stick a skewer into the middle. If it comes out clear, no stickiness on it, the cake is ready. Now what we'll have to do with it while it's still warm is prick it all over, and then put the lemon juice from the lemons That's the 2 lemon juice. It's 2.5 tablespoons roughly of lemon juice and 100 grams of icing sugar mixed together in a bowl. And what we're going to do is prick the top of the cake all over, just so that this soaks in. And we're going to drizzle this all over the top of the cake. I'm leaving it in the tin to do this because I find if you take it out of the tin to do this, it just runs everywhere. At least it's contained in the tin. So then you would just take your spoon and drizzle it over. You've got to do this when it's hot, because if you don't do it when it's hot, it doesn't go in the same. That'll just soak into the cake. And I'll just let you see that when it's cool then, okay? But that's it out of the oven. It's had its soak with the lemon juice and icing sugar. I've also put some wee sugar crystals on the top, but I'll let you see what it looks like when I cut into it. It's nice and soft and moist. And I'll just turn this around for you, and there it is in the middle. Okay, that's how it should look. Okay, thank you.